Hey ho guys, welcome back to episode 3 of Satisfactory. Now, as you may or may not have spotted straight away, there is a bunch of foundations floating in the air, and this is actually where we're going to build our factory floor. So this is going to be the main factory base area. We may put things below that, but that's going to be where all the machines go and stuff. And that's going to be the base for all of our buildings. Also, I relocated the hub to over here because I wanted to be able to arrange this properly. And yeah, this is why I moved the thing out of the way, the hub. Also, I've set up a second concrete manufacturing thing, as you can see over there. It's just the same as this, making more concrete because we're going to need a lot of that if we want to build all the foundations, And then I want to get the logistics milestone next. Why is that? The logistics milestone will unlock conveyor splitters and mergers, which will make it much more efficient to use all those automatic miners, because right now a lot of the resources are going to waste. Like for the one iron miner we're just using half, and for the other we're just using a quarter. So we could up our production quite a bit by that. And then it also gives us the conveyor lift, which is new in this update and which I actually never used. But if it works, it should be able to vertically transport items between conveyor belts. So you don't have to make a slope like here or like over there, but you can just connect it, for example, to this miner and then pull it up, and it will transport the things out of here and then straight upwards to the next floor, where we can then process it. So that would be a really nice thing to have, and that's what I want to have, and that's why we need this milestone. So that's going to be the first thing we do today. I've been waiting a bit to get the resources, and look at that. It's beautiful. Oh yes. Automation is kicking in, guys. We're getting all the resources we need. So now, yeah, from now on, if you have waited for a while and if you haven't used all your resources, then from now on it's just going to be a case of, hey, I need resources, so I'm just going to run to my containers and grab them. And that is the beauty of automation. So now let's just throw in all of these. And then what else? Wires, 500 of them. And launch. By the way, you can stand on this while it lifts up.
Now merge and split to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory. The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
Yeah, so as she just said, the mergers and splitters will make it more efficient, and by quite a bit. So we're going to set that up in this episode. Isn't that awesome? So now I just want to try this out. I've never used that actually, the conveyor lift. So say you have this miner and you connect this to, oh yeah, okay. Oh, and then you can turn it. Oh, that's nice. So you can just build it up like that, and then it will transport up the ore. Look at that. I mean, this is probably a early access visual thing that you can't see a connection between these, and there isn't a connection, so that probably shouldn't be the case. But now if I connect the conveyor up there, yeah, oh nice. So that's pretty simple to use actually. Just gonna reconnect that for now, so it keeps producing at least a bit, and then I'll have to figure out a pattern that I want to use up there to split my resources and stuff. So first of all, I'm going to need some more foundations so that I have something to work on, and I'm going to grab all my concrete for that, and then just lay down, a couple more foundations. So as we can see, I turned the miner just a little bit so that it will be more aligned with all of this. And then I just set up a couple smelters up here. Not really sure how many I'm going to need. Probably a lot more than that actually. And I'm just gonna build the conveyor lift, I guess, to probably this level, or actually one higher. Yeah, probably want to build it one higher, so that now when it comes over here it's not gonna be on the walking level, but that I can walk below it, you know. And now what I would really like to do is connect all of these using conveyor lifts, because it's so much more convenient to not have all of these conveyors running here at the bottom, but rather up above. And now I can just connect these splitters. Oh, hang on. Okay, so now I have this. I gotta figure this out, guys, give me a second. So now I can just make a conveyor belt running probably through here. Yeah, let's see if that works. So that'd be the level. And just for sake of looks, I'm just gonna build it like that. Running like so. Now if I want to put a splitter on there, that actually works. Now the question is, does this connect up? Probably doesn't. Just gonna try that out. It's really hard to see up there as well. So now those are going into the splitter, and they'll probably just stop there. Oh, they don't actually. So does this actually work? I'm not even sure. So this has no power, and thus it won't do anything. But if I just grab some power line real quick and connect it to this. Okay, no, it doesn't work. Would have been a little too easy. So now this is not the correct distance apparently. So maybe I have to put the power pole a little bit further away, so it was on here. And that's of course really close. So I might just put it maybe here. Then rewire this to here, like so. And throw in the splitter so that it will align with that, more or less. I mean, it doesn't snap or anything, so that's pretty hard to do. Oh yeah, okay, and then I can connect it up like that. And then... yeah, so this actually works. Nice. So with this setup, I can connect all of these to a resource input without having to put conveyor belts on the floor and having all those, you know, all those steep angles and stuff, which I don't like. So now the only thing I want to do is make this one higher actually, like so, so that it can connect straight over to that. And now that's a problem because this isn't the input. Oh well. Okay, so actually each one of these miners currently can only supply 2 smelters. So there's not too much point in connecting that to a massive conveyor belt that will be able to supply all of these, because there's not going to be enough iron on it. So what I can do now is just put up a conveyor pole Like right here, maybe? Then one aligning with that. Here. Like so. Then I can go ahead and split that. Somewhere around. Hang on. You just get that right. So this splitter will go on there to align with that, and that's going to be not such an easy task. Maybe like so. Oh. Actually, that looks like it should connect pretty well, but it doesn't. So one more try, maybe a bit more over to that side. Nope, doesn't connect. Okay, but if I just put the next conveyor pole over here and connect that. Actually, it just needs to connect to here, right? Yeah, so that's probably good enough for now. Now this is space inefficient as well, I know. I could have pulled all of that a bit over to this side, but I'm probably going to tear it down anyway later on, so it doesn't matter too much. Now I need to set up a proper power connection here. So this is just going to be emptied. This is going to be iron ingots. This is going to be iron ingots. Now my power lines should probably go around the back here. Yeah, I'll just put them here. So I'll always put one here. Oh, okay, no cables. Do I have a wire on me? 6. Well, that's not a lot. So I'll just have to go down here very quick. And pick up some wires. Now what we can do now is go up this lookout tower, which is why I set it up. I just built this here so I don't have to run around all the way to get upstairs. I mean, you can always go this way, right? But that's quite a distance. What I can do now is just build a craft bench real quick and craft my cables here without having to run downstairs, which is a nifty little thing to remember. Maybe like so. Stack those up. Now we can actually build our power lines. And this is probably going to collide, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. So that's not the best of places to put this. So where doesn't it collide? Maybe here? Right there. Can I connect these? I can. Just across the conveyor belt. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Nice. Like so. This one should go here. And then one more here. Now all of these are powered and these should be producing iron ingots. Nice. So that wasn't too hard. Now next we're going to figure out our constructor setup, and this is a bit more tricky because, as you may be able to see, this thing's hitbox looks like it's exactly 1 one foundation, but for some reason you can't put them right next to each other. Or maybe you can by now. I don't know actually. They may have changed that. So, oh well, I'm running down again to get materials. I'm just gonna build some reinforced iron plates real quick and then check that out. Wow, okay, they changed that actually. Before they used to have like a little bit of metal coming out the side here. And that was why the hitbox was one tick wider than that, like over to here, and so you couldn't put two of them side by side like this, but now you actually can. So now we can build a way more compact setup of production lines, which is really nice. Now the only issue is that these smelters will only will produce enough iron to supply one constructor making iron plates, but enough for two making iron rods, which is why for the iron rods we'll have to split that up and actually get it into two different constructors from one of these. So to do that we may actually have to go a little bit wider and maybe take this one and split it up, so that we can align one constructor with the output, like so, and one over to the side. And then set up a splitter, logistics splitter. Make sure that the input, the orange arrow, always points to where your input is coming from, because otherwise this won't work at all. And now I can just connect them up like that. And just to make sure that these conveyors move nicely, I will put down some of these poles. To make a nice and straight curve. Oh, actually I flipped this constructor, I think. Production, constructor. This is actually too far back. Oh well. Yeah, I'm gonna get it at some point. So it's supposed to be like so. Why can't I connect that? I'm pretty confused actually. Hang on, but this is the output, right? Okay, I can't actually get between those. That's a problem. Yeah, this is the output. And this is the output. Why can't I connect this to the input now? Oh well, so I'm just gonna plonk this down here anyway. For looks. Okay, maybe not like so. Maybe like so. Yeah, so that was a little bit of a life hack. But hey, now these are gonna produce rods and I'll need some power for those as well. And I guess as I have the... so I'll have the splitters here. Oh, sorry for that. I'll have to put this over by one, like there. Like that. By the way, if you place the power poles individually without the power line mode, then you will actually be able to place them snapping to this grid. As you can see, it snaps. But if you connect it like so and then try to place it, it doesn't snap. So that's why I'm doing that. And now we should have iron rods being made from two constructors without using any more iron than we did before, thanks to the thingies. What are they called? The conveyor splitters. And I will just plonk down some temporary storage for now. Oh, that was over actually. Yeah, this is correct. And now we're getting double the rods. Nicey nice. So I'm just gonna do that for some iron plates maybe, or some other materials, you know, and then talk to you again. Okay, so take a look at that. Now I connected up the second lift as well, second liner, and this is going to be producing iron as well. This is going to feed these two smelters, and as we talked about earlier, I mean, I haven't really explained to you, right, the ratios here. So these are impure nodes. No, these are normal nodes, sorry. So these will produce, with a Mark 1 miner, 60 iron ore per minute. This is coming up here. This is exactly one full belt. As you may have read already, these conveyor belts can transport up to 60 resources per minute. We'll get better ones later, of course. And so this belt is exactly full. Now we will split this into two smelters evenly. And oh, the smelter isn't set up actually. And as we can see, these smelters take 30 ore per minute, so this fits perfectly. And now we can also see the productivity here is 100%. Now this produces 30 iron ingots per minute, each of these smelters. Now for the iron plates, we talked about that already, we need exactly 30 iron per minute, so that's just one smelter for one constructor, which is this and this, which is why they are connected like that. And then we have the rods over here, which is 15 per minute, so we have to split the output of the smelter again. And then we can get 15 into this and 15 into this, and then we can feed two smelters out of that. Now we're making 4 lots of rods right now, over here and here, and then those two in the back. And in the center we have 2 lots of plates. I don't really know if that's a sensible ratio, but we're going to do it like that for now, and that should work hopefully. So that's the core of our production setup. These are the main ingredients for the next things we will need, and then we can automate from this further. And of course this is a little bit cramped right now. It's a little bit hard to walk in between here. I am probably going to add some walkways as soon as we get them, just so that I can connect them in between here, you know, or over the top even, so that I can walk around without having to jump against these and always run around the edge right here, which is kind of annoying. And also we have a third node of iron down here, which we haven't even connected yet, so with that we can still get more production out of here, if we so desire. Is this? No. Okay, this is just a lamp kind of thing. I thought this was the status light blinking red because it was empty for some reason, or didn't have any power or something. Yeah, this, by the way, is just a temporary thing to check out how I want to build the foundations. So now these down here aren't working anymore actually, because I disconnected the iron inputs from these smelters, so I might as well take them down right now. As I said, these were temporary to begin with. We can salvage all of that. What happened there? Oh, okay. So things are shutting down, and I don't really know why. I'll have to check that out in a second. Oh, okay, and my inventory is full, but there's too many items in here. I can't actually pick them up, so I'm just gonna trash some things I don't need, like 2 screws and a bunch of ores, which I'm not gonna be processing by hand anymore anyway. So what actually went down? This went down. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because it doesn't have a power connection anymore. So I'll just give it a power pole and fire that up. Now these... Oh, okay, actually my generators ran out of fuel. That makes a lot of sense. So these are all empty now. Okay, so I'll have to check if I have enough biofuel to start them up for now. Probably do. Yeah, you just take stash away some of that, trash this, trash that. Then just grab some biofuel and split that up real quick. Then I can fire these back up again, and then I'll have to go and chop down some more trees. Just so that I can keep fueling these for a while. As I said, I could go to coal power already, but don't really fancy doing that. And I would rather keep the biomass going for a while at least. So there we go, back up and running. So now, what were we doing? These power lines are a mess as well, but I'll clean those up at some point, not right now. Okay, so this is like this. Like so. Then I can pick up this, so I'll just chuck in some more plates, which I picked up, which I can't really carry. So I don't need all of those plates in my inventory right now, and also the concrete I don't need. And with all of that, I may just go ahead and grab my chainsaw, which I have on me actually, and chop down a couple more trees. So see you in a second when I got all the wood in the world. Oh, and actually I found some sulfur, which reminds me that there is a new research chain for that as well. So I'm gonna pick that up too and check that out in a minute, and we'll also have to check on the map, because I'm pretty sure it finished researching the quartz by now. So we can see what that gives to us. But I'm gonna keep chopping down some woods. I haven't even gotten started right yet. Bam, look at that. Oh well, these are really satisfying big trees. Okay. That was scary. The game just froze like crazy. But I guess it kept running. Thought it was gonna crash there. I mean, it's called the experimental build, right? It's supposed to be super unstable. I haven't noticed any of that before. I mean, I saw some floaty bits around. Like somewhere over there, there's a bunch of floating textures. But apart from that, it looks really stable to me. So that's really good. Oh, and by the way, these are really scary. They make sense from time to time. This is here.
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
Yeah. Is that creepy? And it's called WIP as well, so work in progress. So I don't really dare pick that shit up. So I don't think it's a good idea. I don't know. Maybe because it's gonna crash my game, maybe because it's just scary as hell. This area is really dense in wood actually. Look, there's a ton of wood on the floor. Just pick all of that up. Okay, this is iron ore. Don't need that. Okay, tons of wood. Actually, my inventory is running full already. Which reminds me that I actually want to set up a biomass production thing, so that I don't have to manually craft all the biofuel. I mean, you can't automate biofuel in the sense that it just gets resupplied automatically, because you can neither harvest biomass or leaves, wood and all of that, nor actually feed it into the generators without yourself interacting. But then again, you can make a system where you feed in the biomass ingredients on the one hand and get out the fuel on the other side, and don't have to do all the crafting. Then you just have to supply some materials, as I'm doing right now, and then take the fuel and throw it into the generator, which is probably a lot more convenient than having to do it all by yourself. So that's what I'm going to do in a second. And also my inventory is running full. Oh, and this is poisonous, so I don't want to get too close to that. Nice, I think that's probably enough biomass. So I'm just gonna go and set up that system that I talked about and show it to you. Okay, so I just threw this together real quick. It's not the most beautiful thing in the world, but you can see over there there's leaves and over here there's wood. I just have to set this to biomass wood, which will start running, and set this to biofuel. And then also set this to biofuel and this to biomass leaves. And now we should be able to see, actually, I need a ramp over here. Where is that? Here. Okay. So, by the way, this is temporary as well, of course. This is not going to be how we get around. And you can see the biofuel is being produced now. Over there from wood and over here from the leaves. So now in the future we'll just come to this container, these containers, then just grab all the biofuel that we need. And by the way, yes, I am aware that I could have saved on iron plates by just making one of these. So I could just make the two types of biomass and then merge the conveyors and put it into one constructor. This way it's going to be a bit faster, and yeah, also I don't really care. I mean, it's not that expensive to build a couple of these constructors. It's just a couple of reinforced plates and some wire, I guess, or cables. And yeah, it's just how I want to do it. And actually, oh yeah, actually this is not very efficient because the conveyor is too slow. As you can see, this one requires 150 leaves a minute, and this conveyor can only transport 60, so that's running like, yeah, like 40% efficiency. But it doesn't matter, really. I mean, it's not that urgent to get all the biomass, and as you can see here, this is producing way faster as well. And this can't even take more than 60 anyway. So yeah, it doesn't matter. Just gonna produce a bunch of fuel, and that's gonna make me happy. So one more thing I want to do for today is check out our milestones and see what we want to do next. So actually we may build the space elevator, but we could also, no, I'm not going to build walls yet. Overclocking, yeah, I want to research that real quick. I got all the materials on me actually, so I can just hit launch. Watch the lander one more time. It's such a cool animation, I think. Look, and off it goes. Oh, not yet. Now off it goes. That's so cool. Okay, so more milestones. We want to do personal storage, yeah, not a priority, as I said. Conveyor walls. Oh, we need the part assembly as well, because I want to make a bunch of assemblers and then actually start manufacturing modular frames and rotors. But I think the automation of that is going to have to wait until after the space elevator thingy. Then the jump pad's not important at all, and the walkways, nice to have, but not a priority. So the space elevator, how much was that? 250 plates, 500 concrete, 100 rods, 1500 wires. We actually can build it right now. So we're gonna do that, why not? I mean, I'm just gonna add that to the to-do list. And let's check it out. Yeah, we've got plenty of concrete for that. I've got the other projection over there, and I also stashed some away in here. That's easily gonna be enough. Wires 1500, not a problem. And then we got all concrete. rods, blades, done. Easy peasy. So also for the space elevator, I'm just gonna put it somewhere temporarily because yeah, I don't really know how this factory is gonna shape later on, so I'll just plonk it like right there. And as you can see, this thing is really big. So I'm just gonna put it down like that and watch it build. Throw all the materials at it and just build up that massive thing. It's really cool against the night sky as well. And once it's built, it's going to connect to the water. I believe. I mean, it should. Yeah, there it comes. So this is the actual space elevator cable. This is going to be visible from all over the map pretty much. And now it's connected. So now the transport thingy comes down, and with that we can send things to orbit without using this whole orbiter. And now we can go here and check it out, and it will tell us that the resource level 1 will unlock tiers 3 and 4. And for that we need reinforced iron plates, 75 of those, and 50 rotors, which we may automate until then, I'm not sure, or maybe we won't, but that's what we need to unlock tiers 3 and 4, and then of course it won't unlock all the things, right? It will just unlock the ability to unlock them, if that makes sense. So with that, we will of course have to go to the hub terminal and research all of them, but now we can see tiers 3 and 4 are locked and say complete space elevator phase 1. So then we will be able to select the milestones from tiers 3 and 4. But that's not what we are going to do today. I'm just going to go and check out the MAM last of all, because it says analysis of raw quartz is complete. Confirm that and listen to the message.
This type of quartz possesses optimal piezoelectric properties and can be utilized to create oscillators and silicon, which are used in a variety of appliances. A new milestone has been added to Tier 4. Additional research required.
Nice, so now we got a new thing to unlock on Tier 4, which we don't have yet, and also the ability to research the crystal oscillators. So as soon as we build them, they're probably something you can make from the next milestone. You will have to put these in here again and research those so you can progress further. So that's really nice. Doesn't help us a lot yet, but it will in the future. Now we can also start the research of the sulfur and check that out next time. So I guess that's going to be all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to check back for the next episode. So see you then. Ciao!